Every person struggling to achieve a goal they badly want has one thing holding them back more than anything else: their constraint. And if you can find and solve constraints, you'll finally be able to achieve your goal. It's that simple. So that's what you're going to learn today: identifying your constraints, the things holding you back the most, and creating leverage points, the solutions that get you past them fast. It may not seem like it, but this is a learnable skill regardless of your goal. You just haven't learned how to do it because no one has taught it to you. So that's my goal right now. Hopefully, this is the one video that changes how you approach every goal from now on. When Alex Honnold free soloed El Capitan, where he climbed with no ropes, he didn't climb straight up as fast as possible. He first charted the clearest path, the one that would get him to the top with the least resistance. When it comes to your goal, your leverage point is that clear path. You can take all the action you want, but until you find a way to get past your true constraint, you'll fail to make meaningful progress. So first, let's walk through exactly how to find it step by step. You can't fix what you haven't defined. So this is step one. Identify your constraint. Here's how. First, figure out which type of constraint is holding you back. There are four main types: habits, strategies, skills, and execution. Let's quickly recap how to recognize each one. If you keep doing something that ruins your progress, like snacking at night, doom scrolling, or skipping sleep, that's a habit constraint. You need to eliminate it. If you're not doing something you should be doing regularly, like writing, PT exercises, or emailing prospects, that's also a habit constraint, but you need to adopt it. If your plan won't lead to success, it's missing steps, they're in the wrong order, or it's focused on the wrong things entirely, that's a strategic constraint. If you're doing something that could work, and maybe it's already working for others, but it's not working for you because you're not good enough at it yet, that's a skill constraint. And if you already know exactly what to do, but you just aren't doing it, that's an execution constraint. Here's your most important task right now. Figure out which type of constraint is holding you back. If you're not sure, make your best guess, or talk to people who've achieved what you want and get their feedback. Once you've done that, define your constraint if it needs to be clear. Be specific. Which exact habit or skill? If it's strategic or execution based, just identifying it is enough for now. Getting this far is a big deal. Most people never even reach this point. Now it's time to solve your constraint. Your second step is to find your leverage point. Your leverage point is the highest impact action that removes that constraint. It's the one move that makes everything else start working again. And it's different for each type. If your constraint is a bad habit, cut it or replace it. If your constraint is a missing habit, build it in slowly. Sometimes the first habit changes won't seem connected to your goal, like simply showing up to the gym every morning even if you don't work out, or adding 500 calories to your diet to help you stop snacking at night. But that's okay for now. The goal is to add or subtract that key habit. Then you can optimize. If your constraint is strategic, your leverage point is realignment. You need a better plan of action. Zoom out and ask yourself, what do I need to do right now to actually get results? For example, if your problem is growing your business and you've been consistently posting content without getting leads, posting more might not be the answer. Maybe you need to network. Maybe you need to pay for traffic. Maybe you need to post different types of content. Or maybe you need a completely different way to generate sales. Strategic constraints are often the hardest to solve because results can lag and you need to find what works for you. Do your research, get feedback from people with experience, try new things, and keep taking action and tweaking until you find what works for you. If your constraint is skill-based, don't switch strategies. Your primary focus should be reps. More action, more feedback. Then, once you get that locked in, find ways to analyze and improve what you're doing. Finally, if your constraint is your execution, Your leverage point is structure. That means taking consistent action and learning how to focus. Systems are great here. Remove friction, define your next steps clearly, eliminate distractions, and build your focus muscle. Fixing your execution is the single most powerful skill you can learn. Because even if your constraint is something else, at least you're now consistently working to solve that constraint. All right, these are the top ways to solve most constraints. And the beauty is, when you find that one leverage point, everything else starts compounding. But how do you know if you pick the right one? That's where step 3 comes in. Every constraint needs one thing: validation. Proof that you're actually fixing the right thing. So look for momentum. If your energy rises, results start showing, and things start clicking again, you nailed it. If not, don't panic. It just means you found another layer of the problem. And it's a good thing, because most people hit 2 or 3 layers before they find the real one. So instead of quitting, treat it like an experiment. Ask, what changed? What improved? What still feels blocked? Redefine your constraint, revise your leverage point, then go again. Progress isn't about perfection, especially on the first try. It's about continual iteration. Nothing will get you unstuck faster than finding your true constraint and creating a leverage point to get right past it. Because once you fix the right thing, everything else starts working again. If you want help finding your constraint and want a clear, guided process to do it, grab my Goal Smash Jumpstart. It'll walk you through the same method I use with clients to identify their biggest constraint and fix it fast. You can get it for free. The link's below. And remember, you don't need to do everything to make progress. You just need to fix that one key thing right now.